oral care. Ladies. That's a little Barnacles little insert there.
Okay? Okay.
Those that don't know, Dad's not well, and long story short, we've been waiting for a bed at a extended care home, and he finally had one in place. So over the weekend, we were just kind of spending time with everyone as a family, and Monday is when everything was fully operational in terms of getting him over to the care home and making sure everything was allocated in terms of his clothing being tagged and all that jazz. So we were making sure the transition was a little easier for him. So yeah, Monday was all just pretty much for that. So didn't vlog a whole lot. And Tuesday, if we're just gonna kind of do a joint combo vlog again, Tuesday, not a whole lot, just go visiting Dad again, just to make sure his first full day, first night there was okay, but we're still getting used to that, of him being there and him being there, just kind of being away from the home. In terms of the clinic on Tuesday, we did not get, or Courtney and I just didn't get enough people coming out regularly. It's supposed to be week 3, 4, but we've had to kind of delay 1 week, so we're kind of a week behind in theory. And even just yesterday, which was the Tuesday, because as I'm recording this is Wednesday morning, there was a lot of cancellations again, and no one confirmed to come out, so pretty much just canceled the Tuesday session. So really, when I reflect back on how many weeks we have actually put in, we've only done 1 week and out of 4 weeks. So going through text messages with Courtney, she just pretty much said, you know, at this point, I don't mind doing just more of a drop-in. So I'm gonna have to reconnect with her and probably discuss moving forward what we're gonna do with this clinic, since it is geared for a MEC race at the end of August, which is, I believe, the 28th of August. So I don't know if she still wants to continue for that particular race, or just more trying to get as many people out as we can and just do more of a, again, like I mentioned, a drop-in. There's not a lot of people who are committed. It's just a lot of her friends saying they can and just never did pull through for her. So I feel bad, but growing pains for both of us in terms of running our own clinic. On the Monday, was it the Monday? Yeah, actually Monday, I went to the dentist again. And it was okay, so there were sections of my mouth that were broken down into separate appointments. So the main job was on my right bottom back teeth. As everything's good, I've been cleaning my teeth even more so than I did in the past. And then the next visit was the left bottom back tooth again. And it was, the doctor was like, hey, that tooth that we worked on, it actually is probably one of the worst ones that you have, in terms of it needed to be addressed at a later date. So she essentially said that like 5% of the tooth is actually tooth, and then the rest of it's all been filled in. And I was like, holy crap, I wasn't aware that it was that bad. And she's like, yeah, I guess you just had that bad tooth over the course of I guess my last two dentists, or my last two doctors, they just kind of filled it out, and either I wasn't aware of it, or because I had coverage, I was just like, do what you need to do, and I never really outlined the severity of that back tooth. In any case, what happened was, it was supposed to be a silver filling, but because of the way the gap, or the discrepancy between I guess it's the back tooth and the second to last tooth. There's a huge gap, and so a silver filling probably wouldn't bond as sufficiently. So she said we're gonna have to probably do the white filling, which is a little bit more, I guess, stickier or adheres more, considering the situation of the severity of the tooth decay. So she did it, and $300 later, I'm like, holy crap! I need to paste all of my bills from the first visit to the last one, which I'm aware there's 2 more visits. There's one major filling to do up top again, and then a checkup, a routine checkup to make sure everything that was done is good to go. But once all this is said and done, I'm gonna have probably 4 bills. Plaster them or tape it onto my bathroom mirror, so then it's just a constant reminder of, hey, you need to do a better job of cleaning or maintaining your teeth, because this shit should not be taken lightly. If you don't take care of your teeth, that's a worst case scenario. It leads to other things too. But I probably should call them here sometime Wednesday or Thursday, because when I chew, it seems like the one that they did on here on my left bottom back tooth, it just seems to have been raised a little bit. So when I close my tooth, there's a little bit of gap on one side. And the weird thing is, when the doctor asked me to clamp down, she's like, does it feel like it's both closed shut on both sides? And I told her, yeah, because at the time that's what I felt. Actually, now that I'm talking about it, I am closing my teeth, or only if I do this. But if I close it normally, there's a lot built up back there that I can't fully get this one down on the same level. So I'm going to call them and see if they can look at it now rather than waiting down the road where I probably do more damage. So yeah, probably in the next few days I'll just call the doctor or the receptionist and ask her if I can just get a quick routine, or if they can just do something about the back tooth being a little bit too high up, if that makes any sense. Looking at my bills, the first visit was just, again, an assessment to look at the crap ton of cavities and whatnot, and that cost like $95.80. Second visit was the actual cleaning of that back tooth, and we saved some money because it was silver filling, and that was, what was that there? That was like $180. This next visit, which was this past Monday, was the most recent visit, $300. Initially, it was supposed to be the silver filling, but they ended up having to use the white filling. So my next visit is on the 18th of July, so it gives me about 2 weeks. I know I've been looking at the receipts here, and it's been like week 1, then the next week, and then week 3 kind of thing. So it's been back to back. And yeah, so that will be the last job up here. And then finally, the other one will be more of a checkup. But the funny thing today was, while we were visiting Dad, the receptionist called up and she was like, hey, that initial quote that I got to you on, or the receptionist called and said, that quote that I gave you on the Monday for your last major work done was a little too high. And I think initially she said it was going to be like a $313 with taxes all in. And she's like, she spoke to the doctor and we're able to do it at like $180 after taxes. So they are providing a service and they are cleaning my teeth. And this is only I blame myself for not cleaning my teeth. I could have avoided a lot of this, but like I've outlined in a previous video or previous videos, it's my own doing. So that's why, hence, I've been doing a whole lot better with the whole oral care.